you think? Good. Alright, good morning everybody. It's Friday, August 30th, 2019, and I already made it to work for the day. I got a busy day on my plate here, so I got some hardware that came in that's on the dock that I need to install and get up and running. I want to install Windows 7 Service Pack 1 and supporting updates onto one of my NAS boxes. I have the 10 gig cards already installed with the drivers in them. And I want to work on doing peer-to-peer 10 gig connections and testing that out. And then that's with the two NAS boxes. And then from there I want to start building my own switch. So I'm going to try out VyOS. It's some called Vyos, VYOS. And it's an open source fork from the old Brocade days. So we're going to kind of see how this goes. And if it goes well, then I'll keep moving along with it. So what I got to do is to build out that switch server box. I need to open up another machine, pull out two NIC cards from there. There's their 4-port 10 gig SFP plus HP cards. Load that into the switch, and that should be good. I did order yesterday a set of 10 gig cards. Those will probably replace those guys in there. So, because these guys only need one port, I believe. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I could even buy more of those cards for cheap. I don't know. So a lot of stuff going on, and then also at some point I need to probably work on the inventory project, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on. So I just want to get this VyOS box built and up and running, and then I can start bashing on it and stuff. So last night I watched Kung Fu Hustle. It's a movie from 2004, and it's on Netflix, but Netflix doesn't have it in English. So I was able to find a copy of it with English dubbed over it. It's one of my favorite Kung Fu movies, and it's just so obscure. It's like definitely like a B movie, but I really love the acting and the special effects and stuff. It just makes it really enjoyable. So what's going on? What's new with you guys? It's just been a busy day. Yesterday I made about $1,200 trading my 401k. So that's in a week. If I can make $1,000 a week trading, that's my goal. Is to make $1,000 a week. Let's put it that way. In these upcoming years, I mean, if I could do that, that'd be insane. So we'll see how it goes. It's just gonna be one of those things. So my dad was telling me the general rule is if you can make 15% return on your money over the course of 5 years, you'll double your money. So if I can make an average of $1,000 a week, I think that'd be more than 15% return, but we'll see. So my 401k is looking pretty stout. I got to come up with a realistic goal that I can try to hit by 40 years old, and then try to see where it goes from there. I also need to borrow a DVD or CD player and burn a couple images. So I need to burn a VyOS install disk, and I need to burn I'm going to burn a Kali Linux as well, just to have. So that's it. Let's get to it, guys. Alright, guys. So just been working on my lab all day today. Doesn't feel like I made much progress, but I actually have. So let me show you what I'm working with here. So this is a cleared off the old test rack though. G6 ML350, running two RAIDs, RAID 10 and RAID 5, and 2 out of 3 of these are being used. So this one, number 1, number 2, NetQoS, and 8 terabyte usable, 10 terabyte usable. Now, I mentioned it before, but I got the fiber NICs installed. 10 gigabit Ethernet SFP plus, 2 ports, dual port cards. So I got peer-to-peer working between the two. So that's what this cable is here. So I'm actually able to transfer a file from here over to there. These machines, I don't even know what kind of architecture these are technically. So, like, I mean, I was getting transfer speeds of probably 300 to 500 megs a second or whatever. So, not quite like gig, but or gigabyte or whatever, but a lot faster than anything else. So, there's a lot of like settings that you would have to tweak in these boxes and stuff, I think, to get the better performance. But I don't even think they support it. So this down here, the ML350 is going to be my switch, my 10 gig switch. You can see I loaded it up with 2 dual port 10 gigabit Ethernet cards. So I got 4 10 gig ports, and then these are, I think these are just gig, 4 gig copper ports in addition to the 2 onboard ports. So I was just testing them out and stuff. This I can actually unplug and cap off. Yeah, so this is as far as I got today. Now this switch that I built down here, it's a single proc, and it's a Gen 6, so it's older architecture. I couldn't find any of the settings that they recommended tweaking and changing for the PCI slots. I couldn't find any of that in the BIOS. So I'm not sure what to do with that. I don't know if I should just switch over to something else that I have. I can always change over to something newer. And probably could like save the config, so I could build everything using this machine, save the config, and then load it onto some other machine or a piece of hardware when I get a chance. This also has a pretty big power supply, 750 watts. I don't know what these are. Let me see here. 920 watts. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah. So I don't know. Now, doing this with one hand is not easy. Just using this to hold it. If I leave these plugged in but powered off, the fans in the power supplies make noise. So I'm not sure exactly how I want to set up this network. I was thinking it might be like cool to have kind of like an internal network that connects all the machines together for transferring files in between the machines and stuff like that, and then kind of have like a management network, and then so I don't know if that would be considered DMZ. I don't know the network architecture terminology and stuff yet, so that's what I'm going to be studying. But I loaded ViOS onto this 1.1.8, and I was able to view every interface. So you just do like show interfaces, and it showed that I had 10 ports. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's actually numbered differently. So it's like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. ETH 0 through ETH 9. And that's it. That's as far as I got. So what I'm going to try to do is enable SSH and try to get it so I can putty in. Right now I'm just using like USB cords and your VGA, and then logging in from my console over here. So this is the VGA. This is the USB. Now, I wonder if I could set it so my laptop, maybe I can run a copper connection from my laptop docking station over to the switch, and then access the management network or something that way. It's just a thought. It's something that I want to try to do maybe next week, or try to set up. So maybe I could set it so, let me think about that. Yeah, maybe I can do something like that, where I connect my laptop to a copper port, connect each of these with copper connections to a copper ports, and that would use 3, and then see if I can talk to everything with my laptop while still being able to do inter-file transfers and stuff like that. So I need to think about that and stuff. So this is basically probably going to be the entire setup. What I could always do is add like another quad port NIC or something like that. But other than that, yeah, I think we're good. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. I know at home I have a server. So what I probably do, I'm not sure what kind of architecture I want in terms of a setup. Obviously I want to keep it basic. I do have a server here. So what would be cool would be to have like one of these onboard ports as my internet uplink. So that goes out to the internet. And then all of this stuff is internal. So the fiber would be for like my storage nodes essentially. And it's different than SAN architecture, but similar setup. Fiber would be for that. And then that way if I like send like a file from one to the other, maybe you can just go right through the 10 gig ports. And then yeah, I gotta still work on this and think about this. But I really like these dual port NICs. I want to maybe get more of those, but we'll see. So that's it. That's the extent of it. These I haven't configured or done anything with these extra 2 connections. I was just trying them out. You know, like when you do a show interface, if you have something plugged into these, you can actually see it change on the OS, on the operating system, or in the switch itself. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I've never built my own switch before, but it's pretty simple. I mean, this is a Linux distribution, so it's not too complicated. But now I got to configure it and set up all that other stuff. So yeah, that's it. Stay tuned for more.